clover and red clover here too. So. Okay.
Most people know Dutch white. The red is right there.
Yep, here's the red clover, this purple stuff.
And here's the white clover hanging out right next to it.
So you see it has, it's...
Oh, that's clover.
Yep, this is a clover. So you see how the leaf is, it's a little bit more spread out and the petals are elongated.
But they have a similar leaf too, if you look at them next to each other.
And the flower also, you see it has the same form. It's just white versus red.
You'll see some light pink white clover too. Sometimes there's a pinkish one. And a lot of times there's one called crimson clover, which is deep red, but it's not as common. We usually see in agricultural fields, they seed it for a cover crop. But all three of them could be used for tea. Red clover tea is really delicious. It actually has a lot of nectar.
Yeah, the red has a stronger flavor.
Oh, sure. Great for bees.
Of course. What do you use? The
And
flower or
the flower.
flowers?
And you could actually eat the foliage. All parts of the plant are edible.
It has a kind of grassy flavor. I wouldn't say it's the most palatable out of all of them. I mean, you could taste it if anyone wants to taste it.
It's like peas. You know, it's a legume.
Yeah.
It's a legume like peas and or beans and stuff like that are legumes. And what's good about legumes, see,
it's pretty mild.
with bees,
It's not bitter or anything like that.
with honeybees, you need a pollen source and a nectar source. And the nectar is what they make the honey out of. The pollen is actually another food source that they use that you can collect. But for the honey, you need a lot of nectar sources. So you need actually, like, legumes are really good, and that's why clover is so good for bees. It's a nectar source, not a pollen source.
If you were going to make tea out of that, would you dry the flower out first?
We do fresh or dry.
Either way, yeah.
Usually when you dry something, you're drying it to store.
Right.
So you're gleaning, something that's in overabundance. Like if there was a whole bunch of clover and you realize it's only going to bloom a certain time, you want to go through. And clover is something that you can harvest and not be worried that you're going to affect
The population of it.
It's not a rare plant. That's what's good about this whole talk is everything is considered a weed.
Right, they're all common, so you're not, by
very
picking
common.
some of it, you're not going to
And a
decimate
lot of them are alien species. They're not native. Most of them.
aliens.
from other places.
They are aliens.
So now as far as the white clover, it's more mild than the red clover and it's more of a mild tonic. It's good to make a tea out of it, like in the way that chamomile it can blend well with other herbs. It's the same kind of thing. And it's good for coughs and colds and that sort of thing. Whereas the red clover has a lot more medicinal properties. It has isoflavonoids in it, which it says on your handout, and that's great for menopause symptoms, hot flashes.
Night sweats, that'd be good.
Right, exactly. The night sweats, even the bone health, osteoporosis, and cardiovascular health.
Just watch yourself. There's a chestnut tree right there.
And the things to remember about using plants, it's not the same as taking your blood pressure medication,
Chestnut tree.
That's going to have an instant
I shouldn't
effect,
step on it, you mean.
whereas
It's not going to hurt me, I'll hurt it.
no, it won't hurt you.
That's what I meant, okay.
Trying to get some nut trees.
When you're using herbs, it's going to take longer. It's going to be, if you drink it regularly, a couple times a week, and you have cardiovascular problems, it could improve that over the long term. You're not going to see instant effects from that. I mean, there are some that do have instant effects, but, most of the tonics, a tonic would mean that it's, tonifying. It takes a little longer to act as well.
It's like adaptogens or tonic as well. It's something that you could take all the time. Like, anything that's good for you as like a supplement.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt you though.
And then we have another plant right next to it. It's not in bloom. There probably is going to be.
Oh.
It is pretty hot right now.
You want to go take them through the little path? You could show them there's one in the shade right there.
The what? The chicory?
Yeah.
You think it's blooming though?
It was yesterday.
No, but I mean, with the heat, it usually closes up.
Oh, well, we could check. It might be better because it's in the shade.
Can I just add something?
Yes, please do. This is my mother, Anne Marie. She's an herbalist herself.
How you do? I'm getting confused and I'm trying to remember now, but I think they tell you to usually gather herbs at a certain time of the day, before the dew has dried.
Right.
And I think red clover is one of the exceptions to that. You don't want to collect it when it's very wet. You want to collect it after and then put it on screens to dry.
Right, I would think just
Because it might mold
because of
or
how the
something.
flower is, it would have a tendency to mold.
Yeah,
So
so
whenever you're drying herbs, you want really good ventilation.
you usually use a drying screen.
Right, or even if you have, you're air conditioned too, should be good because that takes
hanging
the
Probably with
upside down.
anything with any kind of volatile oils. When you smell something like an herb, like a mint or something like that, you're smelling it because it's actually in the air. It's coming. The oils are coming off of the plant, so you're actually You're actually breathing in the plant. So a lot of times, like on a hot day, if you're gonna harvest lavender flowers, it's probably better to harvest them when it's cool, or in the morning, or in the evening, when the essential oils are on. Yeah, because then the heat's kind of like
Dissipating.
Right.
And even though we're probably not going to get into this too much, one of the reasons for hanging herbs upside down is that the volatile oils go down to the stems when you're hanging them after you've harvested them.
Yeah, what is Oh, this is going to be, Anne-Marie's going to be teaching butterfly gardening next month.
Yeah.
So if you see any moths or butterflies.
that thing's really cool looking. Look at that thing. Oh no, you do.
Or tinctures.
No, you do tinctures.
Both, my dear.
Yes, we had some kind of butterfly, and I have
that's
to try
a
to
beauty.
identify
She's over here
dozens.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty.
That little black.
Oh, there he is.
It's almost bluish with the white little.
You know what, Phil? Maybe we should do the mugwort because this is like a really healthy little patch that others.
Can I move